Back in August of 1981, a new cable channel called MTV was launched, and it didn't take long for it to become a sensation. At that time, MTV aired music videos all day long, but over time that changed as the network began producing more and more reality shows and fictional series. Fortunately for MTV, many of those shows became huge hits for the network. Throughout most of MTV's history, the network had a very edgy image. As a result, the people in charge of MTV were often willing to air shows that pushed the envelope. Unfortunately, some MTV shows have aged very poorly, and there are even some that were so problematic that they would instantly be canceled if they were aired today. So let's take a look at 4 old MTV shows that would be canceled if aired today. At number 4, why MTV's Room Raiders would be canceled. During each episode of Room Raiders, a trio of young people would seemingly be kidnapped from their bedrooms and thrown into the back of a van. From there, a different person would be caught on camera explaining the rooms as the trio watched the footage from the van. From there, the person who went through each room would decide which of the trio they want to date based on nothing but their rooms. Unsurprisingly, a show in which someone goes through 3 different bedrooms could get cringy at times. In fact, finding weird and gross things in bedrooms was so common that the room raider was given a spy kit with gloves and other tools for handling the yucky stuff. On top of that, even though people who were taken from the rooms clearly knew what was going to happen since the cameras were there, the show pretended that wasn't the case. In some episodes, producers went as far as to have people be taken out of their room wearing nothing but their underwear. At number 3, why MTV's Jackass would be canceled today. In 2022, Jackass Forever was released, and it made a lot of money based on how cheap the film was to produce. Of course, that wasn't overly surprising considering that every other Jackass movie also turned a huge profit for MTV Films. However, the truly shocking thing about Jackass Forever is that the movie currently holds an 86% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Considering that Jackass Forever was fully embraced and it made its new stars, it may seem like the franchise going back to television is a no-brainer. However, unless the show was a lot different than the original version that aired on MTV all these years ago, it would be far too offensive for a mainstream television audience. For proof of that, all you have to do is look at the fact that Jackass episodes that stream on Paramount Plus are preceded by the following warning: this program is airing on its original form with outdated social norms. At number 2, why MTV's I Want a Famous Face would be canceled today. For anyone to make it in Hollywood these days, they sadly have to live up to impossible beauty standards. As a result, it sadly has become far too common for celebrities to get plastic surgery they later regret. While that is bad enough, the problem comes with another ripple, since lots of regular people then go to extremes in an attempt to look like the same stars. In 2004 and 2005, MTV aired a show called I Want a Famous Face. During each episode of the show, people would go under the knife to look like their favorite stars. Even if every person who appeared in I Want a Famous Face came out looking like their favorite star, and that isn't the case, the show still set a bad example for viewers. Now that TV networks are held to a higher standard, MTV would never want to air a show that so blatantly makes viewers think the only way they will be beautiful is through these dangerous surgeries. And last but not least, of course, at number 1 is why MTV's Next would be canceled today. When people look back at the MTV show Next today, they tend to laugh because it is so insane that the show ever aired in the first place. However, if Next was on the air today, it seems all but certain that nobody would be laughing, as most viewers would be too busy being offended. After all, Next almost seems like it was designed to be as offensive as possible. During Next, 5 people would line up to go on a date, and one person was the episode star. As the date commenced, the episode star would say next anytime they were turned off for any reason at all. As a result of that format, people were often judged at first glance, as some people were rejected the second the episode star saw them. Worse yet, people were even judged in hateful ways, as a lot of the comments that were supposed to be fun actually were homophobic, racist, or sexist. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to TV Explosion, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.